Hello and welcome back to today's video. It has been a good few months since I last shot a YouTube video. I think the last time was actually just after my Ironman, which was now 4 to 5 months ago. If I'm totally honest, it does feel like a lifetime ago since the last time I did a YouTube video, or even the Ironman in fact. If you haven't watched already, you could go back and watch my race recap of the Ironman, which I think does have a couple of thousand views now, which for me is pretty good. So if you've already watched that one, you'll know the gist. But a lot of things have actually changed over the last few months in regards to my training, in regards to my goals, and in regards to what I feel like I might actually go for within the next year to even 3 years in terms of what I actually want to achieve with my fitness levels. So if you watched my last video and the video before that, the previous one about the Ironman, you will know that all of my training has been, over the last year, catered towards the Ironman, incorporating a lot of swimming, incorporating a lot of cycling, running, and a sprinkle of gym training. But now, as I'm going to discuss in this video, that's all going to change because I'm going to go a little bit more back to my roots, which is a bit more gym training and incorporating a little bit more cardio, but not in the form of cycling and swimming. So that's what I want to go over and my goals. So I just want to touch over a little bit of my training over the past 3 years. You might have already watched my previous videos, which I made over a year ago about the Ironman, and you will already know this, but I'm just going to reiterate the fact that I've been training now for close to 10 years. I'm 25 years of age as of recording this. I started the gym when I was 16 and it was all gym training. And when I say gym training, I mean weight training, strength training. I used to train 4 to even 7 times per week up until about 2 years ago, just before COVID started. So around March 2020, where I decided that I was going to be doing the UK Ironman Bolton 2021. So as soon as I knew I was going to be doing that, I then started to run a lot because that was the only thing which I knew. And then I thought, I'm going to need to learn how to cycle and I'm going to need to learn how to swim as well. But I always wanted to do that gym training. I liked to build the muscle and I liked actually incorporating that strength training within my routine. So when I actually started training for the Ironman, I had to totally shift my mindset in terms of translating it more to cardio. So I needed to build my endurance because I needed to actually complete the Ironman. If I was going to enter it, I need to complete it. So I spent just over a year and a bit of fully doing triathlon training. So obviously I had to cater all my training to cycling, running, swimming, and then I just did once or twice of gym training per week. So obviously I did that for over a year. I built some really good foundational endurance fitness, but I did definitely lose a lot of my strength and a lot of my gains that I made over the last 9 years of gym training, and now it's time to actually bring that back. So it's a common misconception that people who do a lot of gym training, a lot of powerlifting training, that you don't need to do cardio, and cardio is almost like a sin. All people want to do is just lift weights, squats, bench press, bicep curls, tricep push downs, a few sit-ups here and there, and then run maybe once in a blue moon. But the Ironman totally shifted my mindset because I know for a fact I was a little bit like that as well. It made me actually enjoy improving my fitness levels and actually enjoy feeling a little bit fitter and healthier as opposed to just looking fitter and healthier. So if I'm totally honest, out of the 3 disciplines in triathlon, with cycling, swimming and running, I'd definitely say that I fell in love with running the most. Cycling was good, don't get me wrong, but the amount of times that I was out on the roads and it's freezing, you're about 50 miles away from home, and I don't know, I enjoyed it, but I just didn't really love it. I did it more because I knew I had to. Swimming was a bit the same, if I probably enjoyed that the least out of everything. With running, it was nice and easy, I could just put my trainers on, put my running gear on, it wasn't too expensive and I could just get out the door. And it's one of those where you don't need to be binning yourself on every single run. You can just go out at a steady pace and just get those miles in. So over that, just over a year, 12 to 15 months of Ironman training, running was definitely the one that I enjoyed doing the most, as I said. So with that being said, I did miss doing a lot of my gym training when I was doing the Ironman training. Like I said, yes, I did build up a lot of foundational fitness, but I definitely lost a lot of size and I lost a lot of strength as well. And I said to myself, once the Ironman's over, I'm going to start training a lot more within the gym, doing my strength training and getting back to at least 3 gym sessions per week, whereas I only got down for the last 6 months of only doing 1, purely because the volume and the intensity was so high from the swimming, cycling and running that I couldn't really, and I didn't have time to do the gym sessions and my body couldn't recover either. But now I actually want to incorporate more of that gym training with running. With all that being said, what are my new goals? I know I said on my last video, which was made in August, I think it was now, so yeah, about 4 months ago, that next year I might do a triathlon, or I might do a half Ironman and maybe an Ironman in a few years time. But if I'm honest, now I'm a few months on, I've come out of that sort of emotional attachment to Ironman. It's got to the point now where I don't think I will be doing another triathlon within the next year or two, if I'm totally honest. Maybe a really, a short course one if I enter it last minute, but it definitely will not be an Ironman or a half Ironman. So for next year and over the next few months, my primary goal is to build back my gym strength and my almost aesthetic in terms of building myself back up to the point where I feel like I'm gaining size, gaining muscle and strength, as well as incorporating running into my routine, because I do want to keep that foundational fitness up. Will I enter something next year? I don't know yet. I'm thinking about doing a marathon, the Edinburgh Marathon, at the end of May, because I know for a fact if I don't have anything within my diary, I will go back to just skipping the runs every now and then. So having something in my calendar, just like the Ironman, was great for making me actually do the work and keeping me accountable. Me being a personal trainer, I know what it's like when clients really struggle with accountability. So for someone like me who's a PT, I do struggle with that as well. So having something in the diary, the medium to long term, helps keep me on track to getting to where I actually want to be. So it's not 100% sure, I haven't entered it, but I am thinking of signing up to some marathon next year. And again, the reason why I know that I want to do that is because it won't take over my life. I know for a fact I could train for a marathon and it wouldn't really change too much to what I'm doing now, especially for the first few months. So you might be wondering, what is my current training split? So currently I am doing 4 gym sessions per week, which are a mix of full body. So I might do 4 full body sessions one week, and then the next week it'll be upper lower. So that means I'm getting everything trained at least twice per week. So that's every single muscle group: upper body, the chest, shoulders, back, arms and abs, and then legs as well. And it's been great to actually go back to that higher volume and a bit more intensity thrown in there with the gym sessions as well. I've already noticed, I started that about 2 to 3 months ago, and I've already noticed that my strength is coming back, not quite where it was maybe 2 years ago, but it's getting very close now. And I know over the next few months I will be back to where I was, and if not, even better as well. So that is 4 gym sessions per week and at least 3 runs as well. So currently I'm doing 2 to 4 runs depending on the week, and a football training session as well. And when I say training session, it's just a kickabout with my mate on the Tuesday evening, which is really good. Just gets an extra bit of cardio in there, some interval training, because I do a lot of sprints within that run. I make sure that I am doing quite a bit and not just standing around. So 4 gym sessions, 2 to 4 runs and 1 football as well. So that is my current routine. I am going to put on the screen now a few little clips from my gym sessions where I've done a leg day, which incorporates some squats, some RDLs for the hamstrings and some leg presses, and then I'll incorporate some clips of some of my upper body training as well, which is currently what I am doing. So there might be some dumbbell presses, some shoulder presses, some lat pull downs, whatever it is. But I am enjoying my training again at the minute. Not that I wasn't anyway, but I'm definitely enjoying the higher volume and higher frequency of the strength sessions. So over the next few weeks, months, I'm going to document a little bit more, and I promise I will be a little bit more frequent with my uploads on YouTube again, because I know last year I uploaded maybe once every week or once every other week, documenting my journey towards the Ironman, whereas now I actually want to start documenting my journey of building my strength, building my muscle, and incorporating the running. I guess you could call it and fit into the category of the hybrid athlete, because I know that's quite a good phrase to use nowadays. So hope you enjoyed this video. Put in the comments down below in the description what you think and what your current goals are. Are you purely wanting to focus more on triathlons? Are you wanting to gain some strength and muscle in the gym? And what are your goals for the future in terms of events? Thank you, and hit subscribe.